What's better than one China video in a week? 2 China videos in a week. In all honesty, this was recorded back in February, by the way. Finally got around editing it, so now I have fun with Past Me. It has been almost a decade since the failure of the Northern Expedition. Back then, they failed to unite China and destroy the decrepit Beiyang warlords. It has cost them dearly, having lost their leader Chiang Kai-shek and most of their National Revolutionary Army. Ever since then, they continue to struggle against the Geely and their German lackeys, first in Shanghai and now in southern Fujian. The insurgency under General Li Zixen has stood its ground, and now they await an opportunity to strike down the Geely and once and for all unite China under the nationalist banner. They will achieve Sun Yat-sen's vision for China, Zhonghua Mingguo Wansui. And with that, welcome to another video on this channel. Today we are back playing the left Kuomintang. However, this time we have a special support on, which greatly expands the focuses, which you cannot see right now. But trust me, you will see it. Right now, as you know, we are awaiting an opportunity to strike down this League of 8 provinces. But for that, we have to wait until someone kicks the bucket. Anyway, right now we can't really do much as our insurgency because we are occupied. We don't have any land right now. So, yeah, let us begin. Looks like Sun Chuanfeng's men are rebelling against him. We shall see how this situation develops. Mission of the Hubei Henan Anhui base area. Quickly strikes southwestern Anhui to tie down the enemy and support the uprising. Reply from the Hubei Henan Anhui Special Committee. This is an order, there's no room for negotiation. The Smiling Tiger downed. That is great news. With him gone, they stand no chance against us. And now with the League in disarray, the illusion of Qing hegemony collapses. And we can start our uprising. Fujian! Alright guys, let the League war begin. Looks like our spearhead towards Nanchang has worked and we have captured the city before they could reinforce it. Now we must push on north towards Nanjing. Our Hubei Henan Anhui troops have reached designated positions. Begin the general offensive. Now our generals, as you can see, don't have that much capacity. That's mainly because of the NRA officer trait. But it matters not. The return of the Central Committee. Welcome back, Chairman Wang. Great, and we even get our cool committee's own. Let us immediately use them to gain some more ground. Liberation of Southern Anhui. Great. Let us recruit the democratic reformer for some political power and weekly stability. That's great. As you can see, we have secured a lot of territory for ourselves. Now all that stands in our way from capturing Nanjing is the Japanese volunteer unit in Hangzhou. If we capture Hangzhou, the door to Nanjing will be wide open. Hope the Nanjing have capitulated, so now we can capture Nanjing and destroy the southern Geely. And with this we have captured Nanjing. Victory in the League War, a second chance for the National Revolution. And now let us host the first Repatriated Congress. Opening of the first Repatriated Congress of the Kuomintang. Let's get started right away. What now will be the problem is that our party is not truly unified. We have different figures all vying for the position of chairman of the Kuomintang, which of course will lead to a power struggle. Now the Congress has closed, with our governmental structure being established and all the men being appointed to their positions. Now Wang, of course, is trying to consolidate as much power as possible into his own hands, slowly and carefully. By this, he has appointed Sun Fo, leader of the Reconstruction faction, to the position of Vice Premier of the Executive Yuan. It is a new prestigious but rather powerless position. This will help him to remove a rival. Now we have still not named a full cabinet, however, Song Jingling and her PAC allies are not happy about the lack of representation of their faction and therefore feel deliberately locked out. However, it is unlikely that they can do much to contest the president's appointments. Or can they? And now a power struggle within the party begins between the Provisional Action Committee led by Song Qingling and the Reorganized Comrades Association led by Wang Jingwei. However, you do not want to make one side too powerful because this will drain your stability. So be careful that you don't give too much power to one side. Now, our party is not the only one that has factions. The League of Chinese Syndicalists is also very factionalized. You have the CSP Radicals, the CSP Orthodox, and the World Society. And we also have to influence them to gain more power. Now, in the shadows, there's also another enemy lurking, the China Revival Society. They are ultra-nationalistic, radicalized army officers, and they will gain power through revolutionary radicalism, so we should watch out for that. However, now we get our cool, the thing that got added since Götterdämmerung with Germany, where we can appoint certain figures to basically do focuses there. So that, like, we click on that and then they do focuses for us here. But now I will take the Chairman Secretary Deng Zhongming, because he's gonna give us some great bonuses, as you can see. So that's a great pick. And now let us boost our legitimacy, because right now it's abysmal and we want complaints gain. Let us also recruit Zhang Boyun, because he will give us a compliance buff when we do this focus here. And now let us tender to the masses, and now promote revolutionary culture for the research slot. The death of Liao Zhongkai, our great premier, has died. He was already ill in health, so it was to be expected. Now we shall appoint Chen Gongbo to replace him. The Shadowy Revival Society. It is time to take action. Well, now that we have unlocked the Revival Society, how about we do some appointments here? Let us appoint Hu Tongnan. And now let us reopen the Huanpo Military Academy. A war of words. He Zhonghan's arguments were very popular among young people. Out of the shadows. Now, of course, because we take in many groups that are aligned with us, this also increases the likelihood of radical factions increasing. And now there are a lot of newspapers which are spreading radicalism in the party and in the state. But it's just revolutionary fever. Don't worry about it. Factions within the academy. A new headmaster is needed soon. The attendant office. Now, Wang has his own secret advisory council, the resident faction, which is mostly comprised of friends and relatives who in confidentiality advise Wang and help him with decision making. Now is the question, should we bring this advisory council to the forefront or keep it hidden behind the curtains? How about we establish the attendant office as an official government institution, while we await the return of our military delegations from France? Let us restore the political department. Return of the military delegation. The internal dynamics of the National Revolutionary Army are about to change. And now we are trying to look to the west for our army reforms. Triumph of the Young Guard. We need fresh ideas to win, and now we can deal with the warlords and try to expand our territory. Let us also appoint Zhang Zizhong as our chief of army. Current state of the National Revolutionary Army command system. We should heed the advice of the old guard. And we need to spend army experience to get rid of this, by the way. So let's do that. Let us appoint the young cadre Chang Ting-Kuo. And we also can demand the Hunan click submission. By the way, with propaganda campaigns. When did I unlock that? Was that through that? Yeah, I did. Okay. So, why don't we do something here, I guess. Well, Bjorn wishes to join us. Well, sure thing. Though that puts us at war with the Chongqing government, which I guess we will go through Hunan. So I did not really reform my army, so I still have all these just here. Just irregulars to one actual division. And now let us declare war. The hardliner fury. A wave of anger washes over the party. Let us do eyes in the dark. The polarization of the NRA. The soldiers radicalize. The Military Affairs Commission. The military ought to handle military affairs. Internal security of the party. Fund Dai Chun Feng's BIS. And now let's try and reconstruct the industry in the former League territories. Yep. Alright, now we have to deal with these guys. Yunnan has already done a great job, I guess. Now, what we can do is let's just do that. And what we now can do is we can do a temporary appointment in Hunan, establishing a puppet, basically. You don't really have to do this, but it's good if you like. It's good to have the course here, and they also are immediately an integrated governorate, so we get the factories. So there's also another a point speaking for creating these administrative committees. Now I've pumped these out. Basically, they were still in training, but I did not want to wait. Let us appoint the spy master Dai Chun-feng. Win over the political department. Emphasize loyalty to the revolution. And with the fall of Chengdu, we have destroyed the Sichuan clique. And now we shall offer some alliances to the Kuomintang and the right Kuomintang in Guangzhou. Let us also create Sichuan Administrative Committee. And now, Bulwark of the National Revolution. Let us start a local political tutelage. And now we can get the Grand Battle Plan Expert, which is exactly what I want. Now let us do the White Sun Rises. Local political tutelage. The quiet rise of the Revival Society. We need to step into the spotlight. Let's get the Genius Cryptologist, by the way, because I still have an open slot here, which I've never used, so Let us now revise provincial constitutions. And now, let us complete the revolutionary mission. The late Premier's legacy. We shall now begin our second northern expedition and once and for all vanquish the Beiyang warlords in the north. We will complete your unfinished tasks. Alright, if you are wondering, my division currently looks like it's the committee's own division, and I just had the support companies. I got this from an event, I think. I'm just gonna keep it in here, I guess. And, we're not missing that much equipment, so it's fine. So let us now declare war on them. The second Northern Expedition! Second time's the charm! We have already captured Wuchang, Hanyang, and Hankou, and now we shall also try and be successful in Shandong and destroy the pro-Geely clique in Shandong. We have also now finally called in our allies here, so the Geely will not last much longer. Yep, Shandong has capitulated. That opens up the road towards Beijing. And Beijing has fallen. That was rather quick. And now with the capture of Luoyang, they should capitulate. The completion of the Northern Expedition. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Oh yeah, that we do. We also have to now watch out for these guys, because I think he's not gonna be too happy that we just did that. So let's have our army ready up there. Oh yeah, now wait. What we can do here is we can try and get them peacefully. Guys, don't worry. We have everything is fine, right? 100% radicalism. Well, and now we have finally avenged the Northern Expedition. A new day in Beiping. Well, let us negotiate for the Northeast. Negotiations with the Fengtian government. At least we should give it a try. And now let's host the second repatriated Congress so that we can fix our economy, because it's currently, our choice of negotiation representative. Now, do we just not want them to not side with the Japanese, or do we want to actively try and convert them to our side? We need nominal submission. Chen Gongbao can convey our stance. Fengtian representative protests. Perhaps our terms are a bit too harsh. Fengtian's conditions. Don't agree for now, it's better to work on Zhang Xueliang first. Zhang Zuolin sends peace signals. It looks like our efforts are finally bearing fruit. That's great. On the threat of Japan. A small country like Japan is not to be feared. Our focus should be on the economy. Yeah, don't want to deal with the long war. I don't really find it necessary. Commotion at the Congress. We're discussing crucial topics for our new republic, like united language, the economy, and whatever else, you know. What do you discuss? However, as we were like finally finishing all these talks, some officers began shouting slogans against our great chairman. They are demanding that the military also has some say in the Congress. And now we have to discuss some countermeasures against that. They are challenging the authority of the Central Committee. Absolutely not do we allow them into it. The Huanggu-tun incident. Apparently, Zhang Zuolin's train was bombed. It is currently not really known if Zhang was injured or if he even survived the accident, so we should wait and see what develops from this situation. And now the Congress is closed. We still have a lot of work to do. Yes, especially with the economy. The Fengtian have announced Zhang Zuolin's death. Zhang Zuolin? Is he now just a name in history books? Now his son has taken the reign. With Zhang dead, the Japanese are blaming us for his death. Truly a case of protesting too much. And now after doing this focus, we get some decisions here to kind of modernize our country, and then we get some golden years. So why don't we do that? Finally, our revolutionary flag flies in the northeast. This means we now got the entirety of Manchuria for free. Great. Now we will still have to deal with the Japanese because, you know, if I were them, I would not really be, I would not be happy about this. So let's just put the army on the border here and, you know, just wait and see what happens. On the interests of Northeast China, issues involving Japan are considered diplomatic and should be handled by the national government. Regarding the South Manchuria Railway, if you don't want to transfer it peacefully, then there will be blood. Well, they chose blood. Outbreak of the Second Sino-Japanese War. Let our flesh and blood build a new Great Wall. Alright, time to push them in. We couldn't push them really that far because I've changed divisions beforehand and to this normal stuff that I actually do. And I also had still some debuffs here for my army, which you know, wasn't great. I currently did fix army debuffs that I had here. And after this, I will try and get down there still, because add attack skill to our generals. That's great. I want that. We're eradicating some Japanese troops that made a naval invasion here. Speaking of, fuck this shit, man. Well, made them somehow move out of Chuanzhou because they have mill access to them, so they can easily just move their troops in here. So and I wanted to kill their troops, you know. I don't want to push them away. I want to annihilate them. Yeah. Alright, we encircled them. Now I'm gonna activate this, and they will push them in, and I'm also gonna push them down here. Oh, that's the fastest I've secured this stuff. I still did not finish these guys up there. So let's destroy them. I hate you. I hate you, man. I hate you. Yeah, your last stand is nothing. Like, they're gonna die anyway, man. And now Japan has asked for peace. Let them keep their pathetic home island. And now we can declare the reunification of China. Now, we could have done this before, but I wanted to beat the Japanese first. Proclamation of the left Kuomintang. Dr. Sun's dream for a revolutionary China carries on. The white sun rises. The country is unified, but the party is very, very divided. Anti-rightist campaign, guys. Special plenary session of the Central Committee. This vast expanse, I ask the boundless earth, who will determine its rise and fall. Oh, there goes our faction stuff. Reassignment of defense zones. A lot of our army is basically located in certain war zones, and they have their own command structure to help swiftly mobilizing and you know, holding together our country. Of course, these units that hold territory is breeding ground for warlordism, so we want to resign some of these units. However, the young guard is protesting that, and now we await the message of the old guard. Hope the old guard cannot agree with the chairman's decision. CSP and the Kuomintang. What's a united front if it's not unified? Confusion over the campaign. And now they are getting more confused. Opportunities for the CSP. With the anti-rightist campaign turning into a power struggle between the various factions of the Kuomintang, the CSP is left with three choices. Either they sit out the power struggle, or they try and prepare themselves, or they use the power struggle to their advantage to expand their party influence. Well, Comrade Chen Xiaoyu is correct. Now is the perfect time to expand our party's influence. The CSP is growing. They're probably just trying to protect themselves. Nothing to worry about. RCA intra-faction conflict. Rejected and promised not to support extreme measures. Gu Mingyu continues to support Chairman Wang. Hold firm and a solution will emerge. Friends outside the party. Hopefully our friend can give us a hand. The syndicalists refuse to cooperate. Is our situation really irreversible? The Revival Society extends an olive branch. Cheng Tingkuo is trying to reach out to Wang and is trying to propose a collaboration between him and the CRS. However, Wang does not appear to be fond of that. He thinks he's Cao Cao? I rather resign. Last bit of dignity, it's better to save some dignity. And there goes Wang. A cornered dog. With Wang gone and the anti-rightist campaign coming to a close, Hu Zongnan has fled to Wuhan and amassed a force there and now prepares to march on Nanjing. Hasn't China's civil war been enough? Nanjing-Wuhan confrontation. Are we really going to fight each other? Civil war breaks out. We have a problem. We cannot amass any troops in Nanjing before Hu and his troops arrive. So we plan to relocate the government to Fujian, where our power base is the strongest, where we can organize a successful resistance. However, for this plan to work, Yi Ting has to delay Hu long enough for our evacuation to be successful. We have some troops north, however they are besieged in Beiping. The situation is dire, and in a moment of darkness the CSP launch a surprise counterattack. Just as Hu Zongnan's forces were about to achieve a glorious victory, they were ambushed by the CSP's peasant self-defense forces and workers' soldier and various other guerrilla groups. Hu Zongnan's powerful offensive crumbled, and now Hu Zongnan's once powerful military is fracturing more and more. Long live the united front! The dust settled. If heaven has feelings, it will grow old. The right path in the world is full of vicissitudes. Extremists resisting? We need to get rid of the root of the problem. New challengers? We need to work hard. Low morale in the army. The army needs to get back in shape. National economy plummets. If only economics was easy. A new dawn will be a better tomorrow? Let's wipe out the CRS. Fate of the CRS? Purge them once and for all. The Wang Jingwei issue. Fate of Wang Jingwei. While he was at fault, he also has some merits. He should resign. And now let us convene the People's Political Consultative Conference. The first National People's Political Consultative Conference. Applause. First agenda on the tutelage. We shall end the tutelage. Second agenda, amend the 5-yuan constitution. We need to realize late premier's unfulfilled dream. Third agenda, goal of the revolution. Min Sheng is socialism. Fourth agenda, the ruling party of the new government. The Kuomintang continues to serve. Candidate for the chairman. Gu Mingyu's vision for a democratic republic is commendable. Nominate the new premier, Chen Duxiu. Alright, let us realize Min Tuan. Redefine the powers of the 5-yuan. Focus on checks and balances. Reorganization of the 5-yuan system. While our efficiency isn't that great, at least it's democratic. Coordinate central-local relations. On central-local relations. While our efficiency isn't that great, at least it's democratic. And now let us focus on the other principles. Slight detour now to things removed I don't want to have. Russia is currently losing to the Germans. So let's attack Mongolia. Because they are under Russian rule. They revoked their guarantee. But it ought not to matter, as I'm going to declare war on you anyway, my friend. Problem. They just disappeared. I will now start these focuses because I think these are all, completable by all of my puppets, and I have to do these to completely integrate them, by the way. Should have done it, when did I could have do that? Disbandment conference. Alright, let's negotiate with the legation cities to get rid of them. Developing our rule in Mongolia. Grant ethnic autonomy to local power brokers. Open the end of the legation cities. So now we can get rid of that. And Just ask for that. Yep, pay, give me back my cities. More integration of breakaway states. Establishing a Mongolian administration. Establish both an inner and outer Mongolian autonomous region. And Tibet also has to return to our fold. Up and there they go. Looks way better now. They integrate all this all the stuff now, which I'm on, by the way. Ah, finally, the final integration. Oh my god. Now it's all just me. We can finally declare a permanent capital. I mean, it's been Nanjing the entire time now, so why would we change it now? Well, let us now finally adhere to Mincheng. And now we shall realize Minzu. We shall of course do one country, one army, and now reaffirming Minzu. And afterwards we can deal with Minchuan and then realize democratic coalition government. Time to rebuild the United Front. Kuomintang and the Chinese Syndicalist Party splits. It's not the end for the United Front. Yes, now we have two parties. And now implementing the principle of Minchuan. And now we shall realize democratic coalition government. The New Republic. For that we have established a unique democratic system, blending elements of both bourgeoisie representative democracy and syndicalist democracy. The new model not only safeguards the core tenets of socialism but also embodies the spirit of constitutionalism advocated by Dr. Sun Yat-sen and his three principles of the people. And with that we shall also achieve our national revolution. Zhonghua Mingguo Wansui. Election Act of the Republic of China. We shall now finally have elections, though only the CSP and the Kuomintang can field candidates, and the chairman of the national government is elected every 5 years through the National Congress, and the chairman will then appoint a candidate of the opposing party as premier. This ensures a balance of power and also promotes cross-party cooperation. National rejuvenation begins today. Alright, let us prepare a liberation war against the Russian Democratic Federative Republic. Alright, onwards through Siberia. Well, I've encircled a few troops here from them, by the way, and they already lost like a shit ton of troops. It's very great. That will now make them... Oh, they actually do still ask for a truce. They do still ask for a truce. Okay. That was a liberation war goal here that I did there, so I'm going to actually do that. And I actually do want to do that because then I have an easy access to Germany. So I'm just gonna march through Siberia and not be happy. Yep, almost lost 1 million troops. Sucker. Speaking of 1 million troops, what the hell is this? What are you doing? Where's the impassable terrain? I literally cannot see it. It's up there, right? Yeah. Yeah, just gonna take a while till I get to their actual cities, but yeah, they lost a shit ton of troops. And I did not even lose that much, even though I'm on aggressive. You can see I'm literally completely upgrading the railroads up here. I'm doing their work for them. They had over 200 troops, I think, at the beginning of the war. Yeah, that's... Free Russia just for me? Oh, you shouldn't have. We have liberated them and they still have Treaty of Moscow. Makes sense, right? We need to liberate Taiwan. And for that, I'm not really going to use the navy I built because it's still in production. It just takes a while building these big-ass ships. You know, they're light cruisers, but they're very costly. Why is the repairing navy down there at the level 1 port, by the way? But yeah, I've already prepared paratroopers because I'm going to do it with them, as I always do. Alright, liberation of Taiwan time, and the liberation of the Japanese people. Yeah. Okay, they're gonna fall now. That wasn't too hard, as they always, their strong suit is their navy. And once they no longer really can use their navy, it's game over. Especially because the AI does not raid my supplies. I don't know why. I mean, it's okay. I did bomb some of their submarines. I noticed, but it was not really intentional. Oh, nuclear reactor. What? Oh, Germany's Asia also. What the fuck? Okay. I don't know why that, but okay, sure. Why not? Let us liberate more nations. Invading Siam and then Philippines. I mean liberating, not invading. We are merely liberating their people. We're the good guys. Now, where's the Reichspakt everywhere? Oh yeah, right there. Alright, now I can finally declare war on them. These guys too. You're on scraping the barrel, by the way. Why are you on scraping the barrel? You have 9 million manpower. I'm just... it's a bit problematic due to all their fucking tanks, man. They have a full mechanized army, by the way. It's not funny. I had to update my template because honestly I kind of forgot to update that, honestly. That was not the one I should have gone with for this war, but mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. Ignore this. I call this one the fuck these stupid impassable terrain tile things. I mean, it also doesn't help us that I can literally not see anything to do the troop spamming. Alright, they like kind of broke through here, so I encircled them now because they overextended. Let's see if I can keep the encirclement because I'm already breaking down there. Alright, I closed the encirclement. Oh my god, stop it. Stop it. Bad Germany. Oh, nice, I got that. Thank you very much. Oh, that feels so good. There was a lot of Ukrainians also. I did kinda neglect my manpower. I was on volunteers still, and let's just say my manpower was gone. But it was probably mostly due to, air battle that I'm currently losing. I have nukes, but I can't use them because I have no air force. Am I like slowly getting my air force back? Alright, we have pushed a lot of into Ukraine now, but mostly because the Germans, like, they sent their troops away, which helped a lot. My air force is still not existent, as you can see, even though I'm trying to outproduce the losses. How much planes did I kill? 10,000. I think they destroyed way more from me, probably. Yeah. I didn't really have updated planes, so I'm hoping that once my updated planes get more and more and their planes get less and less, I will actually be able to crush them. I've captured Rostov and now I've circled some troops here to kill them, and hopefully it's gonna be better. I'm already pushing down here, by the way, now. Hey, they're finally doing something. Alright, pushed into Romania. I just noticed, why is this Union of... This should really be changed, by the way, with the capitulation, but luckily I did do mill access, so no problem with that, luckily. Though I'm getting a bit stretched out here, going all the way down there, especially because this border, you know, kinda sucks ass. And with that, I think Ukraine is going to cap now. Right? Right. Now let's see, maybe we can destroy all these troops, maybe. We encircled some down there, I guess. And a few up here. Okay, I have not checked the losses for a long time now, and, I mean, I don't really care that much, but, yeah, they lost way more men, but it's also a lot because of the war before them. You know, Union of Britain there. That's why most of them also kept Union of Britain. But still, they lost way more to me. Well, we can finally made an offensive, and as you see, that went pretty smoothly now, finally. God, this war took forever. I hope this is the end of it now, man. Fall of Berlin. Jesus Christ, this was unbearable. In hindsight, I should have like researched tanks, because this was completely empty when I started the war. So yeah, that's on me. That's on me. I still am not finished with the tanks, so... No, if we capture all their big cities here, they will definitely capitulate. Yeah, just the Netherlands. Oh, you fucking... why? Peace. Alright, somehow the Netherlands just, like, dipped my faction and signed a fucking... How did that happen? Now, it looks way better. We still have to crush the Entente. But I think that shouldn't be that problematic. Okay, we still need to liberate some more states, so let's prepare ourselves for that. Alright, now that my army has arrived, we can declare war. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. They are not as worse as Germany late game, because Germany has a lot of allies, and with all these allies, they just like completely fully spam the fucking front line, which I despise. Here it's like more tame, especially because the Entente is already a bit losing due to America, so... And I have tanks. That's also great. And don't collapse, guys. Dude, can we like... Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? My game is breaking apart. My game is destroying itself. Let's hope that after we get Adelaide, they will cap. I don't care about the German government exile, mainly because they will collapse anyway, so why bother invading them? They declared war on me, by the way. I did not declare war on them, so I double don't care. Now they already cap. I did get New Zealand, I did get Perth, or was it America? I don't fucking remember. We finally also liberated them of imperialism. Alright, now just these guys, and then I can finally declare liberation and be done. And now we can finally declare that imperialism has been crushed forevermore. Just don't look at Africa. The final victory over imperialism. The wind of freedom blows across the Pacific. I've actually never done this focus because I was, because I never actually played that long. Wait, what the fuck is this? I will not do that. But yeah, this looks beautiful. International of the East, all the way to Europe. But yeah, I would finally end the video here now. So as always, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and see you next time. Goodbye! Hours of my life wasted.